Okay, so in this class, this orange and blue belt class, there's going to be a few things that we're going to be working on today. Today we want to work on some of our punching combinations, right? Which is super important for sparring, having good hands and good habits with keeping our hands up, so we can start preparing and improving our sparring, even though we can't practice sparring today in an online class. We're also going to be working a little bit on our form, right? Which is one of the things you have to know to get promoted. One of the things we do to check stripes is being able to do kata kick one. We're going to be doing that with you today. We're going to do a little bit of a physical challenge that we do for our black belts to see if you have some of the strength and speed that you need to get promoted. And that's why we're going to need one of those big pads. When we're in this class today, you're going to want something like a sofa cushion or a big pillow that you can use for the activities. Right, and then the final thing that we're going to be talking about is just talking about building up indomitable spirit, right? Trying to add to whatever sense of indomitable spirit we already have and what tricks you need to do to make it so if you're good, you can transfer to being great, right? So let's get started with the warm-up and then we can get right into class. Okay, so before we get into the majority of class, we're going to do a quick warm-up to get our body ready for class, get moving, right? Warm-ups are important for our heart, our muscles, or all of our joints. Each one of these moves is going to be about 30 seconds long. We're going to be doing 3 of them. So let's get started. We're going to start off with ski jumps, right? We're going to go for 30 seconds, just jumping side to side. Right, make sure you're breathing, balancing on your feet, taking small jumps. Right, we're not trying to go super fast, we're not going super far. We're just letting our body get moving. You can shake out your arms a little bit if you want, right? You can wiggle a little bit in your upper body, right? But just keep bouncing those feet side to side, side to side. All right, that's 30 seconds of ski jumps. Next, we're gonna be doing some push-ups. As we do our push-ups, there are a few different ways. I'll cut in for you so you can see different angles on. But we're gonna do 30 seconds of push-ups your way. Ready, set, and go. All the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. The big thing you're aiming to do during your push-ups today is just to make sure you're getting that full range of motion, getting your chin to the floor. Whatever works for you. You may need to switch between different styles of push-ups. Like I said, I'm showing 4 of them on the screen now, but pick the one that works for you, and you may change it, right? Maybe do 5 with your legs straight, 10 with your legs bent, whatever it is, that's fine. All right, and we're done with push-ups. Last warm-up move. We're gonna do some front kicks, alternating legs. All we wanna do is kick about belt height, one leg and the other leg. Ready, set, and go for it. Nice and easy. Make sure you're breathing. Getting our body ready to do some martial arts. Not hurting ourselves. Staying safe, right? During your warm-ups is a good time to think about things like, am I keeping my hands up, right? Because you're not really working on speed. Right? Think about maybe, am I bending my knee as I do my front kick, or am I keeping it straight? Almost there, and we're done. All right, so we're done with warm-ups. Now let's get ready for class. All right, so we're gonna get to work with some of our punches today. Right? We're gonna start off with a couple of basics, then we'll get into a couple of different combinations. All right, so we're gonna start off in our fighting stance. I'm gonna mirror, so I'm going to have my right leg in front, but for you, you should have your left leg in front. We're going to start off with your left jab straight ahead. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? We're going to do a few more. This time, I'm not going to count. I'm going to talk a little bit, so let's just start jabbing. Right now, one thing you're going to notice as you're doing this jab is that you got to take this little step with your front foot. Right? If you're not taking that little step with your front foot, your jab is going to be weaker. Right? You want a good quality jab where cover a little bit of ground, move a little bit of weight forward into our target, and of course we've got to recover. Right? So you got to keep coming forward and back. Okay? So now we're going to just switch your legs. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. We're going to do our jab straight ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm getting a little bit closer because I want to talk about what my hands are doing. Right? So let's just keep going as I'm talking. My other hand is right by my face. So you see here, this hand is glued. It should be as high as your chin or your cheek, okay? Pretty close. The other thing you might notice is when I'm throwing my jab, my elbow comes up, it comes down. And this keeps recovering back to the same spot, right? I don't want to let it go down. Straight, 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 straight. Okay, let's switch up from doing our jab to doing our cross. Okay, so we're gonna have our right leg and back. We're gonna turn and punch. Let's do 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm gonna start talking. We're gonna keep punching though. All right, as you're throwing these punches, you wanna make sure that back foot is turning, right? When I turn my foot, it lets me shift my weight, which lets me hit with a lot more power. So if you want to have a powerful punch, it starts from your foot, right? And it ends with your fist. Good, all right, switch our legs, same idea. We're gonna do some crosses with our other hand. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we're gonna do a few more. I want you to watch my lead hand. It starts off by my fist, in front of my face. As I do the punch, it recovers close to my face and then resets out, right? And the hand that is punching, I'll turn so you can see this one, right? It comes to my face, right? And again, it's about as high as my chin or my cheek, okay? Right now, we probably don't want to be touching our face, but close to your face. Close to your face. Good, just like that. Okay, good. So those are the two basic punches that we wanted to cover today. Now we're going to do a couple different combinations with them. We're going to start off with a double jab, straight ahead, right? So when I do my double jab, it's step, reset, step for this one. So it's step, reset, step. So sometimes we do a jab and we keep moving forward. We're not doing that. We're just jab, reset, jab. If you look at it from the side, jab, reset, jab. All right, so let's try and do 10 pretty quick. 1, jab, jab. 2, jab, jab. 3, jab, jab. 4, jab, jab. 5, jab, jab. 6, jab, jab. 7, jab, jab. 8, jab, jab. 9, jab, jab. 10. Good. Okay, switch your legs. Same basic idea. Ready? And 1, jab, jab. 2, jab, jab. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that actually requires a lot of speed in your feet, being able to shift your weight in, out, okay? But you'll notice as I'm doing it, just a couple of quick tips. I'm not losing my balance. I'm not throwing my head forward and breaking my posture. I keep my body weight under control. All right, so now we're gonna do our jab cross. Pretty standard combination. We throw quite a bit, right? It's that step, twist, reset, step, twist, reset. All right, so we're gonna do 10 of these. Start with your left leg in front. We do left hand jab, right hand cross. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, now I'm gonna do 10 more. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see my hands better. Maybe you can't see my hips as much. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see good fists. 6, thumbs tucked around. 7, 8, 9, 10. Thumb tucked, thumb tucked. All right, let's switch our legs. Same idea, right? We're gonna do our jab cross. I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see this one. Ready, and 1, and out, and up, and 2. So you always can see that one of my hands is right next to my face as I do these punches. Right next to my face, right? So if you feel like the punch part is easy, you might want to think about the defense part. Because if you don't have good defense, well, that's going to feel really bad. Good. Okay. All right. So now we've got 10 more. I'm going to face towards you. Let's get them done with a little bit of speed. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now, last combination of the day, we're going to be doing 3 punches. We're going to do jab, reset, jab, cross. Right? So it's jab, reset, jab, cross. Okay, so we're kind of mixing up the 2 combinations we did before to do a 3-punch combination. Let's do it together. And 1, jab, reset, jab, cross. We're starting slow. 2, jab, reset, jab, cross. 3, jab, reset, jab, cross. 4, I'm going to do it sideways so you can see what it looks like. 5, jab, reset, jab, cross. 6, jab, reset, jab, cross. 7, jab, reset, jab, cross. 8, jab, reset, jab, cross. 9, jab, reset, jab, cross. 10, jab, reset, jab, cross. Okay, now let's switch our legs. Same basic idea. Jab, reset, jab, cross. And 1, jab, reset, jab, cross. 2, jab, reset, jab, cross. 3, jab, reset, jab, cross. 4, 5, jab, reset, jab, cross. 6, jab, reset, jab, cross. 7, jab, reset, jab, cross. 8, jab, reset, jab, cross. 9, jab, reset, jab, cross. And 10, jab, reset, jab, cross. Okay, so now we're going to finish up with the last little challenge. For this one, you're going to go pretty fast. Okay, I'm not going to talk you through it. Now, if you need to go slower, right, and you need to think it through, you can even say all those things that I was saying for you to try and get the pattern down. If that's what you need to do, fine. You can pause the video, right, and at the end, if I've gotten ahead of you, right, make sure that you're ready to go. But for people who are a little bit more ready to go quick, we're going to go quick, right? What we're going to shoot to do is we're going to do that combination 20 times on each side, really, really, really fast, okay? So we're going to get started. Jab, jab, cross. Ready? Go. 1. Going at your own speed. Maybe you're ahead of me. Great. Maybe you're behind me. If you have a bad one, don't count it. I'm doing a couple extras because there are a couple I wasn't happy with, right? Like that one, right? If you're not happy with one, don't count it. That's one of the best things about practicing by yourself is that you have the time to go when you're ready to go, right? I'm switching legs. If you're not ready to switch legs, that's fine. Just do you. Go for it. Things you can do to challenge yourself. Just think about speed and power. That was a bad one. I'm not counting it. Try and snap your punch maybe. You can also think about where your hands are. Are you having good defense? Are you breathing? Right? Because if you can breathe out as you punch out, it'll help you to have endurance. My breathing is a little messed up because I'm talking too much, so it's getting harder and harder. All right, so if you need some more time, feel free to pause the video, rewind the video, right? But I'm done with each of mine. Hopefully you're done with yours. Let's get ready for the next part of class. So this week, as we talk about indomitable spirit, which is basically the idea of having the courage to persist in the face of great challenges and to continue to pursue our goals no matter what gets in our way. Right? As we continue that conversation, we want to talk about how we build up more, right? Now, obviously, if you've started martial arts training, if you've gotten to your point as a student, you have some degree of indomitable spirit, right? You have some level of mental strength. But the question is, how do you get stronger? And one of the tricks to that is just learning to talk to yourself appropriately. Right? So one of the books that we talk about in leadership is a book called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. And it's a really interesting book to read. When you say to yourself, I can't do this, oh, I'll never be able to do that, you end up being right. And when you say to yourself, I know I can do this, I just got to keep trying, you end up being right? At least most of the time. So what you want to do is, if you find yourself in those kind of negative moments where you hear that voice in your head that says, we're never going to get through this, we're never going to get this done, we're never going to be able to beat this challenge, that's the time that you need to not just let that voice control you, but you need to control that voice. And you start literally saying to yourself, I know I can do it, just got to keep working at it, right? Or I know I'm strong enough to handle this, I just got to do it, right? And when you start to fill your voice with that kind of concept, or fill your head with that voice and that concept, you will find that strength, right? And it's like building up a muscle, right? The first time you do it, it kind of hurts and it's not so easy, but each time you practice lifting something, each time you practice doing a push-up, it continuously gets easier and easier with practice, right? And you found that out with your martial arts skills, and you're going to find that with being someone who has an indomitable spirit, right? Because life is filled with challenges, right? And most of the best things in life are hidden on the other side of those challenges, right? The things that you most want are right behind the hardest things that you're afraid to do, right? So finding that indomitable spirit, talking to yourself, saying, I know I can do it, I just got to push through, right? And literally saying that to yourself will have a tremendous impact in your progress, your development, and your general happiness. Because like I said, most of the best things in life are hidden behind those scary moments, right? And if you get through them, you get the best things in life, which is, pretty good, right? So keep that in mind as we continue on through class. But for now, let's get ready for our next challenge. Today we're going to be reviewing the basic pattern of our form for orange belts through blue belts right now, which is called kata kick 1. Now, kata kick 1 is a pretty simple pattern. It's got 4 moves that then you turn around and you go back the other way and you do the same 4 moves, right? But our goal today is to try and work on that pattern. And as we work on that pattern, I want to teach you a little trick that really is helpful for at-home training, which is just saying the name of the kick that you're doing, right? Or say what you're doing, describe it to yourself, right? By doing it and saying it, it will help you to remember it more quickly, right? And you also hear yourself saying it again, so that's actually 3 times you kind of get that input into your body by doing it, saying it, and hearing it. The chances of you remembering the next day go up significantly, right? You tend to learn about 3 to 4 times faster, at least the pattern, by doing it, saying it, and hearing it. So I strongly encourage you, if you're at home, to say the moves in the form as you do them. Don't shout them out really loud and scare your neighbor. I guess if you're alone in the house, shouting out actually does make it so you remember it more, but that can be very rude if you have mom upstairs or dad downstairs or your son in the next room, whatever it is. Trying to be respectful of your house, but just say what you're doing. So with that being said, I'm going to show it to you once. I'm going to do it once towards you, right? And then coming back, and then we're going to talk about it. And by the way, I'm mirroring, so I'm going to be using my left leg when I say right leg. It's typically how I demonstrate these things, but don't think that I'm getting it wrong. I'm just mirroring on purpose, right? So we start off with a right leg roundhouse kick. We land closed. Then we do a right leg lead leg side kick. We still land closed. We reset to open. We're in our fighting stance. We're going to do our left leg roundhouse kick, land closed, and then we do a left leg back step side kick. All right, once we're here, we just turn around. We do the same thing going the other direction. I use my left leg roundhouse kick. I land closed. I do a lead leg side kick, which was the next move with that same leg. Right? I stepped open. By the way, you shouldn't be looking backwards when I'm talking to you folks. Then I'm going to be doing my right leg roundhouse kick. Again, I land closed, and then I do my back step side kick. All right? So I'm going to show you that one more time. I'm going to go sideways. I'm not going to talk as much for this one, and I'm going to be doing my natural side. I'm not going to be mirroring. All right? So roundhouse, side kick, step open, roundhouse, back step side kick, turn, roundhouse, side kick, step open, roundhouse, back step side kick. All right. So with that out of the way, we're gonna get practicing together now, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just break this down into pieces, right? Whenever you're learning a pattern of something, it can be helpful to break it down into chunks. So we're gonna do the first 2 steps, then we'll do 3, then we'll do 5, and go from there. So make sure you have some room. Oh, by the way, almost forgot. If you don't have enough room to do this full combination, right? I know when I was practicing as a kid, I couldn't practice my form completely in my own room without having to shift my feet. So what you may end up doing is do a couple of the kicks and then have to move back so you can do the next kick. And then maybe you have to move back again so you don't kick the wall when you do your next kick, right? That's perfectly normal. It's perfectly fine, right? Though I would encourage you not to talk to yourself about that. Don't say, oh, step back away from the wall in terms of including that in your instruction, right? So here we go, just doing the first 2 moves. Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick. All right, let's reset. Okay, so we go from 2 moves to 3 moves. Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick, step to open. All right, reset. We're gonna do 5 moves. Ready? Right roundhouse, right lead leg side kick, step to open, left roundhouse, and left back step side kick. Okay, so now if you're following along, we're gonna do those same 5 moves, but this time I'm not gonna say what to do, though I do encourage you, like I said before, for you to say what to do, right? I'll count the moves, I'll be demoing them, so if you're not sure you can look. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're going to do that again. This time, I'm not going to show you. I'll say the move. I'll say like 1 roundhouse, right? But see if you can remember for yourself. So set yourself up, right leg and back. Here we go. And 1 roundhouse, 2 lead leg side kick, 3 step open, 4 left roundhouse, 5 back step side kick. Okay, so now if you're having a hard time remembering the pattern, I would encourage you to either pause this or rewind and do it again, okay? But if you feel pretty confident with that, we're gonna move on to the next side, right? And we're gonna just do the second half by itself, right? So we're gonna be starting off with just our left leg roundhouse kick. We're not trying to put the 2 pieces together just yet. We're breaking it up into chunks, right? So you're gonna set up in a fighting stance with your left leg and back, right? We're all gonna follow along, so do it with me. Ready, left roundhouse, land closed, and then we've got our left lead leg side kick. All right, so we're gonna reset. That's 2 moves. Now we're gonna switch it to 3 moves. Ready? Left roundhouse, land closed, lead leg side kick. That's 2, land closed, and now step to open. All right, so we've got our 3 moves, right? We're gonna go again. Ready? Fighting stance. Left roundhouse, land closed, lead leg side kick, land closed. Step to open is 3, right? Now, right roundhouse, that's 4, and now right back step side kick, and that's 5. Okay, now, little tip, if you feel like you know this pattern, you're pretty comfortable, this is too easy for you, you can challenge yourself in other aspects of the form that you really know, right? So maybe you're thinking about keeping your hands up, maybe you're thinking about placement, maybe you're thinking about kicking higher, right? It's not a bad idea to self-lead, right? But if you're struggling, remembering the pattern, don't worry about those things. Focus on just getting the pattern. So we're gonna do those 5 again one more time. Okay, we're gonna do it together, kind of normal, and then we'll start giving you a little bit less support. So we start right legs in back, roundhouse. Lead leg side kick with that right leg. Step to open, that's 3. Roundhouse kick is 4. Good, and back step side kick is 5. Okay, we're going again. This time I will demonstrate, right? I will count to 5, but I won't say the name of the thing. Hopefully you can still remember and say the name. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now this time I'll say the name and count, but I won't demonstrate. So set yourself up. I'll demonstrate how you set up. Make sure you have your left leg in back. Ready? Here we go. And 1 left roundhouse kick. 2 left lead leg side kick. 3 step open. 4 right roundhouse kick. 5 right back step side kick. Okay, so now I'm just going to count to 5. See if you can do the thing. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so hopefully you got that. If you feel like you know what you're doing, great, and you can move on, go ahead and do it. If you're struggling with that, maybe you're getting confused, you're still thinking, pause the video, practice a couple times by yourself, maybe even rewind and see it again, right? But otherwise, we're gonna keep moving on to the last way we're doing this. We're gonna try and do the whole thing, okay? Now, when I do the whole thing, I'm gonna do it sideways because it's easier for you to see the turn, which is the one part that we really haven't covered, okay? But if you wanna do it forward, you wanna do it sideways, it doesn't really matter. We are gonna go a little bit slow the first time, and then we're gonna do it fast a couple times, and then we're good to go. So you set yourself up in a fighting stance, you have your right leg in back. Okay, I have my right leg back, I'm not mirroring, I'm doing it. Right, 1 roundhouse, 2 lead leg side kick, 3 step open, 4 roundhouse kick, 5 back step side kick. And now from here, all you do is just turn face the other way. Your feet really don't move very much. You just have to turn around and you should be in a good fighting stance. And 6, we got roundhouse kick. 7, we got lead leg side kick. 8, we got fighting stance. 9, we got roundhouse kick. And 10, we got back step side kick. Okay, we're gonna do that one time with a little bit of speed, right? When I say go, you'll go. Maybe you're faster than me, maybe you're slower than me. I'm gonna do kind of a medium speed, right? But just try and do the best you can. If you struggle with the pattern, pause the video, redo it until you get the whole thing, right? So get yourself set up, right leg in back. Ready, set, go. All right, so if you're still working, keep working, right? If you're done, awesome. Let's get moving on to the next part of class, right? Where we can keep working on getting those stripes. Okay, so it's time for a final challenge of the day today, and you're gonna need something like a big pillow. I'm gonna use a body shield, but a big pillow, a large stuffed animal, anything that you can hit that's about this size is gonna be pretty good. And I'm gonna show you what we're trying to do. We'll do a couple practice turns, and then we'll see how many times you can do it in 30 seconds. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your thing, right? You're gonna toss it up in the air, you're gonna front kick, and then side, or at least try to. I was trying to do it a little bit slowly to show you. The thing that you wanna do, right, I'm gonna get rid of this, woo! Is that I'm gonna do my front kick, put it down, and side kick, right? Pretty similar to how we would do our form, roundhouse kick, and then lead leg side kick. All right, so let's get ourselves set up. You're gonna try 2 of them, right? So whenever you're ready, go ahead. I'm gonna do 1, 2, side kick. You gotta go chase it down because it runs across the room for me. It doesn't like getting kicked. Make sure you're kicking in a safe direction. Don't kick it at your sister, right? And matter of fact, if you're doing it with 2 people in your house right now, have one person go, then have the other person go during the second half, right? So front kick. Okay, so that's enough practice for me. Oh, one quick thing. When you do the side kick, it should really only count as a side kick if you feel it hit the bottom of your foot. If you feel it hit like on the top of your leg, like it lands in your leg like that, okay. Practice is over. We're going for 30 seconds. Make sure your side kick is kicking towards a safe place, right? Don't kick it at the TV, don't kick it at your sister, right? Maybe a couch, right? Whatever it is. Okay, here we go. We're going for 30 seconds. On your mark, get set, and go. Okay. That one on my count. Hitting the top of my leg, no good. Second, that one was good. All right, get another one. You don't have to kick super hard. We're trying to move super fast. I got 2 good ones. Keep moving. Front kick, side kick. Oh, it was on the top of my foot. Not counting it. Only 2 good ones. All right, I got 3 right at time. That's time for everybody, right? So hopefully you got a bunch, right? If you got more than 3, go ahead. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. If you want to do it again, feel free. Keep practicing. You could try on the other side as well, right? But good job today. Looking forward to seeing you in class again soon.